What's going on, everybody? CastleCrag back today. Another Monster Hunter Wilds weapon overview. This time it's the Charge Blade. So, Charge Blade. Not my best weapon. I like the Charge Blade a lot. I wish I could use it a lot better. But it's definitely just, it's not something that I'm particularly great at using. Yeah, I don't have much to say. I like using. I have some experience with it. I did start a playthrough, like a second or third playthrough again through World with it. Trying to get a buddy to play. We haven't continued it since, but I was enjoying it while I was using it. I like the Charge Blade a lot, and I have some familiarity with some of its moveset in World at least. But that's about it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video here. Before we get started, like always, I'll ask you to leave a like, share, subscribe, comment on the video below after having watched all of it, preferably, as we do prefer that you get everything out of the way, like you get that view time up. That's what we're looking for. So yeah, let's go ahead and start it here. Oh, we're back. Sorry about that. Just make sure. Yep. Okay. Sorry about that. I heard something. Well, something out there. It's nothing, actually. I went to check, but didn't want to bother with interrupting a video with that. Anyway, so on to our analysis of the video. Like always, we're going to let it play through, kind of watch it silently. There may be some small bits of interjection that I have here or there. It's the longest video by far at 122, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, we're going to watch it through. Very minimal commenting of any type. Maybe just some sounds, reaction like, oh my gosh, that's cool. That kind of thing. And then we'll go through it again a second time. A lot slower and with analysis. Let's go. Okay. Wow. Sorry, I had to stop it here for a second because look at that set. It is gorgeous. Okay, there's some stuff in there, that's for sure. Sorry, move some. All right, there we go. Let's go back to the beginning. Okay, we're going back to the beginning here. This, okay, the weapon and the armor set are both gorgeous. The roses, I don't know what theme this is, but I love it. I feel like I've seen a rose-themed armor set before. The webbing on this, that is like spider webbing. And it's reminiscent of like I think it's Rachna Kadaki actually that has a similar armor set in Rise. I think it's Rachna Kadaki, which I don't know, it's curious. There's fur down over here. I don't remember if it had fur. So it's probably not a Rachna thing. I imagine this is not a reference to anything in the game that we haven't seen. Most likely this is the, oh gosh, what's it called? I can't remember the name of it. The Snaky Boy. Don't remember its name right now. I can remember Chatacabra. I can remember Doshigama. I can't remember the third one that they've shown off. The Snake Wyvern. No, not snake. I think they said it was a Leviathan, maybe. I don't remember what it is, but that snake-looking thing that travels underground, spits some stuff from a rock at you, that kind of thing. I think it shoots a web at you, so that's probably what this is, though. I mean, it doesn't have any fur on it. I don't know, man. Gorgeous, though. Got a typical combo here. That looks all bog standard. Charge files with the charged attack right there. Store files. Goes in axe mode. You can use the elemental attacks in axe mode. Nothing so far seemingly new. That's like the return slash or whatever it's called, right? Where I think it's like a cancel slash, basically. Instead of doing the super amped discharge, you do just that. It's like a cancel slash or return slash, something like that. That is a new follow-up to it, I think, though. I do believe that follow-up is new. And I like it a lot, actually. It looks like it's an optional follow-up, so it's like, hey, oh, I have more of an opening than I thought. Boom, hit another one. And then we've got our, yep, makes sense, charge the shield, charge the sword. Now, interestingly, when we're charging the sword here, we're gonna fast forward. So we see the shield. Normally, you know, the shield kind of closes it in around. So it's, you can see the shield's like open. It transforms into an open thing, and that sword part of it looks rather long. When it clinks closed. Oh, okay. I guess it does. It didn't look like the sword itself retracted a whole lot, and that's actually something I use a little bit as a visual indicator when I'm using the weapon, because I'm not a perfect player at the weapon at all yet, or maybe ever. So I would like to see that sword shrink down maybe a little bit more. Maybe I'm misremembering. It has been a while since I've touched the charge blade, and the audio indicators are audio indicators are there, so it's probably not a problem, but just something that I'm kind of noting right there. But then yeah, it does the normal attacks like that. So the focus mode here is interesting because it goes into the Savage Axe Spin. So she goes into, you know, when we're doing this, we turn this down. We go into a Savage Axe Spin here, which is nice to see return, but it seems maybe it's just a focus mode thing. I'm not sure if that's the case, if Savage Axe will be making a return or not. I feel like for Charge Blade mains and users, if the Savage Axe mode doesn't return, they may be a little bit disappointed in that. Don't blame them either, because it's very satisfying playstyle. I actually prefer the SAED, I think. Is that it, right? Super Amped Elemental Discharge. I always get it like there's, I think it's SAED. I think that's Charge Blade, because I know the Switch X has something similar. It's like a elemental discharge or something like that, but I don't think it's the SAED. I think SAED is the big slam we see at the end. Oh, was that? Sorry, hold on. Oh my god, why are we muted? I didn't even hit the M key. That's a good point. So is this a focus guard, though? I don't see the reticle on the screen, but that could still be That's a sneak attack, it looks like. So I couldn't tell if that guard point right there was from a focus guard or if it was like a perfect guard, because it's clearly not the guard point that we normally have, where you try and transform the weapon and you time it so that the transformation takes place and blocks. Gotta say, the that sneak attack was really missing some weight. And then of course we have our interesting transition. I think that was just our regular combo. Honestly, not much to say here. I didn't see a whole lot of new and different things with this. Curious. I like it. I mean, it looks solid still. I think if Savage Axe doesn't make a return, Charge Blade players might be a little bit miffed. But we don't know yet whether that's the case. Yeah, I mean, that's all I can say about that. The base moveset seems probably just a little bit more fluid. That would be my guess. That does seem to be kind of the theme here, is that things are flowing into each other a little bit more. That was the case with the longsword, it looked like. That was definitely the case with the gun lance. The greatsword's what it is when it comes to that. It's never going to be as fluid as some of the other weapons. It's a big, slow, heavy weapon. It makes sense. The hunting horn looked fluid. So that's really what I'd go with so far with all of these videos, is that everything just seems to have this polish and fluidity to it that hasn't been always the case in some of the weapons prior to this. So it seems to be there's, fillers for moves to chain into each other a little bit more easily and seamlessly. Other than that, I don't see much changed here in the Charge Blade so far. But my eye is not as experienced at viewing the Charge Blade, so for the Charge Blade mains, in chat or in the comment section, let me know what I'm missing here. If I'm missing really much at all as far as what's changed with the Charge Blade. They did have, so I will say, for let's go back a little bit where they're showing off the bar up at the top. Really? So up here at the top left, we have the sword charge, the shield charge, and then we have, typically in the past games, this was the Savage Axe charge. So that does at least imply that that's still going to be a thing. Yeah, so I mean, it very well, I think it's likely that the Savage Axe mode is remaining, but that could be something else, I guess. I don't know what it would be otherwise, because that is what it was, I believe, in prior games. But maybe there's something new in this game. I doubt it. I would imagine that's just Savage Axe mode, showing you that you have the power up for it. Because you had to power up, I believe, the shield and the sword, and then do a special attack to get it started, and then while it was going, it stayed going until you ran out of the shield charge or something. Yeah, I think the shield charge. You might not have even needed the sword charge, but it did keep going until you kind of had to stop. So definitely interested to see where this goes, and I'll be trying it out for sure in the game. This is definitely a weapon I want to be playing a little bit. Maybe with the two weapons, I'll be playing it more. More than likely not my main or my second weapon, but it could be my third weapon. Very possible. I do like it a lot. Well, that's it for this video, folks. Like I said, leave a like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff that everyone always asks for, and I will catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.